Warning: although this video contains action figure reviews, it is intended for the adult collector and may contain some lowbrow humor. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is Stuff and Things. This is Stuff and Things.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow Stuffketeers. Goldie coming at you with another Stuff and Things review. And it's been a few minutes, man. It's been a few minutes since I brought you guys a review because I haven't really gotten anything too new lately. But lo and behold, my sponsors, Mr. Wayne's, coming through with the brand new Deadpool Wave from Marvel Legends. That's right, Marvel Legends Deadpool Wave, or X-Force Wave, or whatever the heck you want it to be, but it is a new wave of Legends, and these guys are pretty solid. Most of them are pretty cool, my least favorite of the bunch being Black Tom, but we'll get into that in a minute. Let's go ahead and take a look at who was in the assortment. We got the X-Men suit Deadpool, we got Pirate Pool, Maverick, Warpath, Black Tom Cassidy, Sunspot, and the succubus known as Shikla. And of course the Build-A-Figure being this guy, a guy that we've wanted for a long time, and we finally have. Now all of the figures come in at about 6.5 to 7 inches. Of course Strongguy coming in a little bit over 8. Warpath is the appropriate size, so they're all very solid figures. We're going to dive in and take a look at each figure individually in just a second here, but let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, the first guy we're going to go ahead and take a look at here is, of course, Pirate Pool. Now, Pirate Pool is really nifty. He comes with some accessories. He comes with the swashbuckling sword that we've seen with Nightcrawler. He comes with a brand new swashbuckling old-school pirate-esque gun. And, of course, he does come with a katana that slides back here, as well as the other sword could fit into the sheath back here. Now, Pirate Pool's a pretty solid figure. I really like the look of him. They did a great job. The hat is not removable, but I mean, they did a lot of detailing on the buckles and all the little parts and bells and whistles. He does have his one swashbuckling pirate glove, and of course he has his pirate sword. Now, as articulation goes, this guy does have articulation in the legs, as you can see, the double jointed knees. He does have the swivel here. He's got the rocker and swivel here. He does have the thigh cut up here. He does not have a waist swivel, but he does have the single jointed torso like Dr. Doom has, so he gets a great range of motion. Arms are of course on a ball peg. He's got the bicep cut here for better articulation, double jointed elbows of course, and then of course he's got the spinneroonie and the slider. But all in all, I'm going to go ahead and give the Deadpool, I'm going to give the Pirate Pool, I'm going to give the Pirate Pool a thumbs up. Oh, he fell over. He must be drunk from all that rum on the ship. But I'm going to give this guy a thumbs up. I really kind of like it, even though I never read any of the source material that had the Pirate Pool in it. He's a thumbs up, man. Now moving on. He's fallen over from all that rum again. Next, we're going to go ahead and look at the blue X-Men suit Deadpool, which is basically just a reuse of the Sunfire body. He comes with the generic guns that Forge came with. So, I mean, we got some generic guns here. Generic. And basically, he is built, like I said, on the Sunfire body. He's got some new paint and decos. Comes with the Deadpool thing that's been used since the old Epic Heroes Hasbro Deadpool. That was the first time we saw that, but it's just been repainted and thrown on this guy. Now, if you own a Sunfire, you know the articulation, guys. It's not exactly rocket science here. He does come, of course, with his two katanas, and I do like the paint deco on these versions. I really do. And I like the paint deco on this guy, but articulation follows. He's got the rocker and the swivel. He's got the boot cut, thigh cut, double jointed knees. Legs can range motion here, swivel here, cut here in the abdomen. So he's got the ab crunch. He does have the butterfly joints. Head's on a rocker and a spinner. Sheets are brown and attached. Arms are as follows. He's got the bicep swivel. He's got the double jointed elbows, and he's got the rocker in the hand and the spinneroonie. So all in all, he's a solid figure. I mean, a second Deadpool and a Deadpool wave is usually what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy one thumb just because it's another Deadpool. I'm not totally blown away by it, but it's another Deadpool. Next guy Next guy in the wave we're going to look at is Mr. Black Tom Cassidy, a mutant that has been an thorn on the side in the X-Men for quite some time. Now, this figure is probably my least favorite of the line. It's just kind of generic overall. I mean, the face looks like Serge Tanaka from System of a Down. I do, however, like the shillelagh. I like the skull deco on it. I think it's pretty cool. His little shillelagh so he could do his concussive power blasts and all that goodness. Now, what makes me unhappy with this figure is he's just basically built on the Shatterstar body, and I don't like the arms on that. They don't come to a full down. They're kind of just bulky and goofy looking, but articulation follows. He's got the boot cut. He's got the rocker and the swivel. He's got the thigh cut here. Double jointed knees. He does have the swivel in the waist. He does have the ab crunch. Head's on a ball joint and a peg. Looks like Surge. Arms can't go down all the way, but can do this. It does have the bicep cut, double jointed elbows. He's got the spinneroonie and the swivel. And basically, guys, that's Mr. Black Tom Cassidy. I mean, he's not bad, but he's not great, you know. I had an out-of-body experience. Her name was Jesus, and for her, everyone cried. Everyone cried. Everyone cried. Cry of philosophy. Cry of philosophy. Cry. Black Tom Cassidy, he's just a middle thumb. Next guy we're going to be looking at, of course, is Sunspot from Marvel's X-Force. God, I remember that X-Force #1, man. I thought that book was going to be worth billions, but it ain't worth cock-a-doo-doo. But anyway, Sunspot looks good. He comes with the generic effects that most Marvel Legends come with, but they're painted black, so they look kind of cool. I like them black. But we've seen these effects for a very long time, and I don't see them not being there again. Now let's go ahead and look at him. He, of course, is built on the Bucky Cap body with some new sculpting and toolage on the feet, or on the legs here. He does have some new sculpt here. I like the head. I like the black head. I really do. I think it looks cool. And I like the little sprays coming out of the back. Again, he's built on the Bucky Cap body, guys. If you guys own a Bucky Cap, or you own any of the bodies that have been based on the Bucky Cap body, or what I like to call the Buck that built the universe, this is what you got. So he's got, you know, the leg comes up and down. He's got the swivel here, double jointed knees. He's got the cut here. He's got the rocker and swivel. He's got the ab crunch. He's got the swivel. He's got the bicep cut. I mean, he's got everything you need him to do, man. And he looks pretty solid. He's not the best in the wave. He's not in the worst. But because I like new characters, he gets a thumbs up. Thumbs up on this guy. Look at this big, beautiful beast. Like, I absolutely adore this figure. I think Hasbro did a great job with this one. He did not come with the knives. Those are my knives from my Guardians of the Galaxy box set, Drax the Destroyer, but they work. They work. Of course, he does come with extra fists. Comes with extra fists for punching bad guys. Punching bad guys. But all in all, Warpath is probably my second favorite of this wave. This figure is absolutely big. He's impending. He's awesome. His articulation is a little different than the Big Buck because they actually gave butterfly joints on this figure, which is awesome. And I mean, he just looks great. I mean, they did a great job on the sculpt of the face. I like the hair. I like everything about this figure. Now, the shoulder pads are removable, so you can see he does have the oh man, that's so nice. I mean, dude, that's just, why don't all the big figures have that, Hasbro? Oh wait, you're cheap, I forgot. Never mind. When you're spreading yourself so thin, it's next to impossible. But basically, long story short, man, his articulation is fantastic. He's got the boot cut. He's got the swivel and pivot here. He's got the double jointed knees. He's got the upper thigh cut. He's got the swivel here, which is nice. He's got the ab crunch, which gets him super forward. Got the ab crunch, which gets him back. Butterfly joints. His head's on a peg and a ball joint, which is really nice. The arms are, of course, on the bicep cut. It's got the peg and swivel. Double jointed elbows. I mean, this is the second best figure of the wave, guys. I'm telling you right now, he's going to get harder to find. Everybody's going to want a Warpath, but like I said, this one's 2 thumbs up. This guy's awesome. I love this guy. If you find him, do not hesitate to grab him. Now we're going to be looking at the succubus that took Mr. Wade Wilson's heart and ran away with it. We're, of course, going to be looking at Shikla. Now, Shikla is kind of a standout of the wave, and I don't know why. I mean, she's just kind of cool. They gave her a real cloth cape, which is awesome. You don't see that often in the Marvel Legends line. You don't get a lot of real cloth goods. She, of course, comes with Jeff, or Gwenpool's pet land shark, which is weird. I don't know why she came with Jeff, but Jeff has no articulation whatsoever, but he's cute, and we like Jeff. So let's get Jeff out of here, and let's take a look at Shikla, man. They did a knockout job. I mean, the face sculpt is extremely solid. Like, extremely. I love the little kind of like faded purple in the body. Soft goods necklace that comes around, soft goods belt. And, I mean, if you've got a female Marvel Legend, such as the Enchantress or Storm, you know the articulation, guys. We'll break it down anyway. Rocker and swivel here. And the pivot. She's got the double jointed knees. Great range of motion there. She's got the upper thigh cut. The legs can move on a T-joint, which is nice. She's got the single jointed ball peg here, so she could swivel and get into her cool little succubus poses. She's got the single jointed elbow, which is on a swivel, which kind of stinks because that's it. That's your range of motion, but whatever. Female Marvel Legends, give us double jointed elbows, guys. Hands on a rocker and a swivel. No extra hands, which kind of stinks. She's just got the open kind of spooky hands or whatever they are, or the power casting hands. Again, look at that head sculpt, man. Like, that's beautiful. They did a fantastic job on that. Head, of course, is on a ball peg and a swivel, and the arms here are on a swivel and stuff. But like I said, this one's kind of a standout of the wave. I didn't really expect to like it as much as I do, but once I got her in my hands, I really enjoy this figure. So she, of course, is going to be a big thumbs up. I really, really, really like her. She's pretty sweet. And, hey, man, who doesn't want more succubuses in their life? There has to be a morning after if we can hold on to the night. And now, of course, we're going to be looking at my favorite figure from the wave. And, I mean, the standout, the hands-down greatest figure from the wave has got to be Maverick. I mean, only reason being, this is the very first Marvel Legend Maverick we have ever gotten. Never produced by Toy Biz, never produced by Hasbro. This is it. This is Maverick, and he's been a long time coming. Maverick's going to come with two guns. One's a completely new sculpt. One's the same gun that the Guardians of the Galaxy box set Star-Lord comes with, which, whatever, that's cool. We get another gun. There's no paint decos on the guns, of course, which is kind of lame and generic, but it is what it is. We'll take what we can. Now, my only gripe, the only gripe I have with Maverick, to be dead honest, is he does not have a waist swivel. He's got the newer Marvel Legends cut up here, which that's it. That's your only part of articulation in the waist, and I kind of think that's a big wasted part. Now, they did make up for it by putting this extra piece here, and I mean, dude, look at that head sculpt. Look at the head sculpt. I mean, just look at it. So good. The silver's a little generic. We could have used, or gold is a little generic. We could have used some washes in there to make it stand out. I mean, it looks kind of generic, but whatever. We got Maverick. Let's go ahead and turn this guy around. He seems to be completely all new sculpt. Maybe the feet are the same, but everything else seems to be new. I mean, like I said, we just could have used some a little more detail and painting and washes on this, but God, man, this thing is just, it's solid. Extra piece of rubber here, extra piece of rubber here. The belt's an extra piece. I mean, this is just a solid figure. Now let's go ahead and look at Maverick's articulation, which is pretty decent besides the no waist cut. I mean, that's my only gripe. The leg can get up real high. He does have the cut here. Double jointed knees, of course. He's got the boot cut. He's got the swivel and pivot in the foot, which is nice. Of course, he does have, like I said, just that, no ab crunch. So he doesn't get too forward. He doesn't get too back. It's kind of a wasted thing. They should have gone full out with this guy. The arms, of course, are on the swivel and ball peg. He does have the bicep cut, double jointed elbows, which don't do too much because of the heavy sculpt. And the hand, of course, is on the upsy. This one. It's on this one, guys. It's not on this one. It's on this one. For better gun poses, I'm guessing. But all in all, heads on a ball peg and swivel. This figure is just the best of the wave, in my opinion. And it's so awesome to finally have Maverick. So, 2 thumbs up on Maverick. Now we're going to be going on to the guy that we've all waited for. We have been waiting a very long time, Hasbro. We have been very patient. But thank you for finally giving us Strongguy. Now, in the prototype pictures, this zipper here was painted silver, so we got cheap there, didn't we, Hasbro? Even though we had it silver here and the glasses. But we got cheap, and that's usually what you guys do to us. But Either which way, this is a pretty solid Build-A-Figure, man. I really like him. He's extremely top-heavy, so he can be kind of hard to stand, guys. But he is pretty well done, and it's nice to finally finish X Factor. I mean, finally! We could finish a team! Oh! Well, kind of finish. I mean, you know, we don't have a good Wolfsbane, but eventually I'm sure they'll give us a better one. I mean, they gave us Danny Moonstar. But either which way, guys, let's dive in and look at the Build-A-Figure here. He is big, he is heavy, he is mildly impressive. Biggest gripe, we got Hulk hands with fingernails, man. We couldn't get new hands, Hasbro. I mean, it's got a fingernail, clear as day, so obviously it's not a glove, so that's kind of annoying. But, you know, moving on. Articulation on this big, awesome, beautiful man is as follows. He's got the leg cut here. He's on a T-joint, so that's nice. He's got the thigh cut. He's got no boot cut, which would have helped in posing. He's got itty-bitty tiny little feet, and they're on the swivel and the rocker. Double jointed knees for decent range of motion. He's got no waist cut, guys, so everything, again, is articulated up here. That's it. That's your form of articulation, which on a bigger guy like this, it works. But on certain guys, I don't like that being omitted. You know, it's just kind of annoying. We got the ball cut and swivel here. Arm's got a great range of motion, as you can see. This is a single joint here, but it does get into a cool, you know, I'm strong guy pose, I guess. Strong guy. Head's on a ball peg and a rocker. Single joint, it swivels. Hands on an upsy-downsy spin-a-rooney. And man, like I said, I like him. I don't know why I like him as much as I do, but I really do. I really, really like him. So he is two enormous thumbs up. I mean, he's a fun figure. I like him. Now, moving on to our ending wrap-up of the wave. This wave is extremely solid. I really enjoy it. I don't even care that there's two Deadpools because one of them is a lot of fun. Yar, Pirate Pool is pretty awesome. And as for the rest of the guys, it's all really, really, really cool, man. I really enjoy them. Now, if you got your pre-orders in with Mr. Wayne's, they should be here very soon. More are coming. Supplies are currently extremely limited, so grab them while you can. But I've been... Oh, Kitty Bomb! Kitty Bomb! But I've been guaranteed that more waves are coming. And all I can say is two enormous thumbs up for this wave. As always, this has been your boy Goldie and his little kitty Isis. And we'll see you guys really soon. For all my wacky Stuff and Things misadventures, be sure to follow Stuff and Things with Goldie on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Stuff and